Alright buddy, let's see how this goes. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Rowan's 9-month update. Buddy, can you believe you're 9 months old? That's crazy. We'll see how this goes. He's feeling a little fussy today. He's teething, so hopefully I can get this whole thing filmed. I've got the pacifier, I've got puffs to bribe him, and we're hoping it goes well. This is gonna be our last video in the old house, buddy. Actually, you guys might have already seen the new house by the time that this comes out because I'm so excited to show you guys. We're mostly packed up. We're getting ready to leave, but I had to film one last video in our sweet little apartment that we brought our baby home to. So where should we start with you, mister? Let's start with milestones. So as far as milestones go this month, Rowan has got crawling on lock. He can get from one place to another, no problem. And he's also pulling himself up on everything and he's starting to cruise, especially in his playpen. He'll like hand over hand with the bars and like walk across it, which is terrifying because I'm like, dude, like you're 9 months old. Please don't start walking quite yet. Mr. Man has 2 teeth. He's got both of his bottom teeth and his top left one is coming through right now, which is why he's a little bit fussy. I can see it under the gum, but it hasn't quite broken through yet. Just wants to be standing all the time as usual. He, I swear, is saying mama. I caught this on video on my Instagram story, so I'll put that here so you guys can see. Mama. Buddy, you want your mama? Mama. Mama? Mama? Mama. Okay. I did a poll on whether or not people thought he was saying mama, and like 97% of people thought that he was. I know it's super early for that, but he only says it like in context, like when I put him down and he can see me in the same room and he's trying to get me to pick him up. He never does it for Matt or any other time. And when he starts out doing it, it's very deliberate. Oh, that's a notification about a piece of furniture I'm getting from OfferUp. When he starts doing it, it's very deliberate, like mama. Mama, like all separated, and then if I leave him for more than a minute, then it starts all stringing together like in the video because he's mad. There's so much to look at in here. Boxes and everything. The room looks so weird, huh? He's also mimicking everything that Matt and I do, which is so cute. It's so fun to go back and forth with him. Like he'll click his tongue back at us if we go. And he has figured out that we do the like thing with him. He's figured out he can do it himself with his own hand, which is really cute. He's waving now. He'll wave to people. We were actually at the house, and for those of you who don't know, we bought the house from our best friend, and he and his fiance were leaving as we were getting there because we're still trying to stay socially distant or whatever to do some work. Our friend Evan waved to him and he waved back at her, and we were like, did he just? I'm pretty sure he just, and then he's been doing it ever since. So that's been crazy. He loves food. So I'm still breastfeeding him at 9 months. He's trying to climb over me. Buddy, did you want to play in your crib? Did you want to play with toys in your crib while mommy does the boring video? Try to give you stuff that doesn't make too much noise. What was I saying? Oh, loves food. He does not stop eating. Like we'll give him a pretty big portion and I'm like, there's no way he's gonna finish that. And he almost always finishes it, which I'm like, is that normal? But our pediatrician said it's totally normal. The only food he's found that he doesn't like so far is broccoli. He won't eat broccoli, but he loves any kind of fruit, peaches, pears. Some of the vegetables he likes are carrots. He likes mushrooms. He likes, oh, sweet potato. Loves sweet potato. And of course, puffs are like his favorite food ever. But yeah, still breastfeeding, still going strong. I am gonna do a little postpartum update once I finish Rowan stuff because some stuff has changed, which is crazy. I thought we were kind of done. Sleep-wise, he is still sleeping through the night, thank goodness. We've had a little bit of a sleep regression with the move. Like whenever we go over there to do work, we have like a pack and play for him to sleep in. And obviously it's just not his normal surroundings. It's not what he's used to. So he's been refusing naps or taking really short naps. That is something we're currently working on. So fingers crossed that it goes well. Is that so fun? Playing with some Easter eggs. So yeah, for the most part, he's sleeping through the night. Sometimes we put him down at 7:30. And sometimes he's up and cries a little bit at like 9:30 or 10 right before we go to sleep, but he pretty much sleeps from then until 7:30 a.m. or sometimes 7 a.m. We had a rough patch during teething where he was up at like 5:45 or 6, and that was not so fun. But I think in general we got pretty lucky that he sleeps in kind of late. Like I feel like 7:30 is kind of late. He's been a champ through teething. The first tooth didn't bother him at all. The second one bothered him a little bit, and the third one I think is bothering him the most, which makes sense because it's like, you know, one of your biggest teeth, your top teeth. I made notes, I'm gonna go grab them. Oh, also something with eating is he's developed his pincer grasp. I mean, he's been like really pretty good at it since he was like 7 months, but now he's like a pro at it, and so he's eating a lot of smaller foods, and that's cool. He can pretty much eat like a modified version of what we eat for the most part, which is cool and takes a lot of the work out of food prep for him. We're up to 3 meals a day now, which was actually quite the adjustment to get used to prepping and serving a whole extra meal every day, and it took us a while to nail down the timing with breastfeeding. I tend to offer him a meal about an hour to an hour and a half after his breastfeeding session so that he's still hungry enough for the following one, if that makes any sense. I wrote down some of his current favorites. So we've got Puffs, obviously. His little silicone toothbrushes, he's obsessed with those. He wants to like play with them as toys all the time. Anytime he can find one of his socks in the mouth, and he just carries it around like a dog. And I'm like, dude, that's probably dirty. Ooh, it just got really bright. He loves stacking cups. Dad plays a game with him where he just like stacks them all up and he knocks them down, and they do it over and over and over again, and it entertains him endlessly. He also loves the TV remotes, of course, pretty standard for a baby. And we got him a silicone cup with a straw in it, and that's been one of his favorites. I noticed he was always reaching for my straw in my water bottle and always wanted to drink out of mine, so we got him one of his own, and it has greatly increased his water consumption, which is great because he was pretty constipated for a while there. He was having a really hard poops, and since we introduced that cup, they've definitely gotten much softer, so I think maybe he was a tad dehydrated. And then his last favorite that I wrote down was people. Like, he is such a social baby, which is crazy given that for the first, you know, 8 months of his life he only ever saw me and Matt. But my father-in-law is vaccinated now, so he comes over to help watch Rowan a couple times a week during the day for a few hours, and Rowan just adores him. He takes to new people so quickly. There's never any like hesitation of like, ooh, who is that? We've noticed that anytime he's met somebody new, of course always safely, he always just like right on board. His dislikes, like I mentioned, broccoli. Another thing is eggs. I think he might actually have an egg allergy, which is crazy because we had given him eggs like 5 or 6 or 7 times. I think even in my last what my 9-month-old eats in a day video, like he had an omelet and he was fine. And then the next time we gave him eggs, he got like a few little hives right underneath his mouth, and through, you know, a diet elimination process, we figured out that we think it's eggs. So we've stopped giving him those. Gonna talk to our pediatrician about it. We've got an appointment next week for just like his 9-month checkup. So I'm guessing that it's just an egg allergy, but we're definitely staying away from that. You standing up, buddy? Hi, cutie. Hi, smiley boy. You say hello? Say hi. Kind of. This is in your way, huh? You can't quite wave. Good job, though. Want up? Then his last dislike is being told no. He understands that the word no means he is not supposed to do something, and he hates it. He will have a proper like toddler tantrum, kicking and screaming if we tell him no, and it's like, oh. Matt and I were both like strong-willed firstborn children, and I think that karma is coming back to us. Say cheese. I love you, buddy. A few postpartum updates. Like I mentioned, I pretty much thought that I was kind of back to normal for the most part, and then my period came back, and it has not been fun. I am on my 2nd period, like actually right now. TMI, but also it shouldn't be because it's a super normal thing. And I've noticed that my periods, since getting them back, are much heavier and much worse. And my OB said that that's probably going to be the case for about 6 months, and then they should go back to kind of normal. I'm still on the same cycle. I always have had my period like 5 weeks apart instead of 4. Don't really know why. OB's not concerned about it, but we've gone back right to our regular timing. Here's your binky. But yeah, the periods have been messing with me. I've even noticed like getting really sweaty at night when I'm on my period, almost like the postpartum night sweats. Not sure what that's about. And yeah, just more cramping, much heavier than usual, and overall just not fun. It's funny to me that my body is like, yeah, we can have another baby now, because I'm like, ha, no. Before I got pregnant, I thought I would want to start trying for another one when my first baby was like a year old, and now I'm like, no way, I am not going through that again, like right this second. I need to take a second to breathe. Also, you're quite the handful, huh? Also, I don't know if you can see The wispies, the baby hairs are full force. They're insane. A lot of the time I look like I have a little just like crown all the way around of baby hairs. Luckily my hair stopped falling out. But this is almost more annoying because like it's very hard to style it. Definitely not my favorite thing, but overall doing pretty good. I'll insert a clip here of what I look like 9 months postpartum. Like belly wise, I weigh the same as I did pre-pregnancy, or maybe even a little bit less, but my body's definitely different. I definitely don't have as much muscle tone because I haven't been working out as much. Yeah, okay, I'll wrap it up. And yeah, I just have like extra skin on my belly. He's parting the laundry in the background, moving. But this is what my 9-month postpartum body looks like. You can definitely see I've got like a little mommy pooch, but you know what? That's okay. My body did something amazing and I'm really stinking proud of it. So there you have it. I'd say that's like on the slightly larger end of average of what I look like on a typical day. I'm a little bloated from being on my period, and I also just had lunch, so I wanted to give you guys a view of that so that I wasn't just showing you like my morning skinny. Some days I look thinner than I did pre-pregnancy, and like I look like I have no stomach at all, and some days I look like I'm 24 weeks pregnant. Like it is crazy how much it changes day to day based on just like bloating and what I've eaten and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I look like today, just to give you like a real in the moment look. I wasn't even actually planning on doing that in this video because sometimes I'm a little self-conscious. I am both self-conscious that I don't look like I did before, and also that people will be like, oh, you're still thin, like what are you talking about, I'm offended. Which I totally get. I definitely still have thin privilege and all of that, but I also don't look like I used to look. So, you know, everybody's bodies are different after baby than they were before, and that looks different for everybody. I have stretch marks, I have some discoloration on my back from just like all the extra blood that was in my body at one point. I'm thinking about doing a video about everything that's changed with my body since having a baby, but I'm scared to do it because the internet's a terrible place. So let me know if you feel like that would be helpful for you, because if you guys feel like it would be helpful to see and know about that, then I'll totally do it. Also extra hair, that's a thing. Like, I don't love it, but I get like hairs on my chin and underneath my belly button. And I always have because I'm Italian, but like more so now. So yeah, what do you think, buddy? Is that it? Is that all we have to say? I think that's gonna be it for our 9-month update for you and for mommy, huh? Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to show you the house tours. So excited about it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Say we love you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Close enough.